Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Don't doubt the ability of all of us to be able to roleplay at each other.
Yeah, don't.
Oh my god, are we live? Oh my god, are we live? Are we live? We're live. We're live.
Are we live?
Oh,
We're
live,
live?
we're live.
Hi chat. Hi chat.
Lack of live. Lack of live.
Lack of life.
Yes.
No, there is no lack of life. That's the thing.
What?
It is whenever we kill Nelra.
True.
Yeah, and then resurrect. him
Wait,
so
kill
we can,
no. I thought that was Josiah. Sorry, I got
No,
excited.
no. We kill him and we resurrect him and it'll be fine. Easy.
That's so cool. I love that.
Grow up.
Cool, bro.
Oh, no, now I'm 30.
You're
Oh,
I
30.
thought you would.
You
I
got
thought you were
grown up.
dead.
I also
I'm-
thought you were this.
That's weird. I thought
Yeah.
that you were in the call.
Oh.
That's funny. That's very funny.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
That was okay. That was pretty good.
You. Okay, alright. Okay.
I
None
mean, I
of you
can't
care
believe you
about-
hate them, but at the same time, it was a little bit funny. Just a little bit.
Properly spy.
Oh my god. Shasta, where did you get the Dust is Watching sticker? I've been looking for it.
It is actually on a Tower Lord server we created ages ago.
Why is there a sticker of me on a server that I'm not on?
I don't know. It was funny. Aurelian did it.
That's so silly stupid. Look at that. Look at that little guy. I'm looking at the side chat and these things are fucking hilarious. I don't like please and hot Cheetos, I'll be honest with you.
That is a Tooth meal, though.
That is a Craggletooth meal.
Craggletooth should not
She
be
would-
eating food anymore if that is what her diet consists of.
She can. That's okay. She can subsist on moth.
Oh, this is
No.
a shopping session?
For at least one of you.
Okay, well, for two of us, I'm gonna see if I can do something.
Okay. Well, since unfortunately we have started very late, I'll just get right into it. Which one of you would like to do a recap?
Me.
Okay.
Good smile. Last session, we went through the final trial in the Trials of Odd. The third one being, having to overcome those who those who we've hurt the most. And of course, because this is a very, pivotal moment, it was actually, it was us forgiving ourselves for how we've hurt ourselves, or at least trying to. We all went across one at a time, spoke to visages of ourselves. Obviously not ourselves, because that would have been kind of weird, an out-of-body experience, but we all had different conversations about our progressions, about our reflections and everything. And when we'd all passed, we reached the end. We were able to actually momentarily speak to Odd, and we were able to ask him what chains are made of. And in doing so, we found out that Josiah is trying to basically chain and potentially kill, at least chain Lunanora, which isn't good.
Correct.
And to do so,
Rick.
he would need as many pieces of the... What are you calling me a prick for a second? No, but would need as many of the Lunanora artifacts as humanly possible. And so now, I think we've entered a sort of an arms race. The Temple of Inauguros.
Pretty much. I'll give you an inspiration.
Yep.
Yes, I will reiterate somewhat. You discovered that the way that Ard was chained down was through various artifacts used in a ritual located at the time, central cathedral of Ard. And so you have the belief that Josiah is looking for these pieces of Saint Lucinian armor, and is also looking for the central cathedral of Lunanora.
exactly. And so we're trying to stop him from doing that, naturally.
Yes.
Yippee.
And so you have your first objective in mind. You know that there is something at the Talons. So that is one of the places you can head if that is where you would like to go.
Oh
But
fuck, wasn't there a letter that was telling us to go that way?
there was
Like
Or, like, a
40
letter
sessions
trying to
ago,
direct us there?
yes.
literally
Yeah.
literally the second session.
Ah.
Yeah. Artifacts. I see that. I see you. That's a funny joke. I like that joke.
I also like that joke. Give me a
Good
second.
joke.
Let me show you how much I like. Let me show you how much I like that joke.
See?
I'm dead.
No.
Can't believe this.
I can't believe this. That's like half of Mop's HP.
True. Anyways.
I look at wizards.
Yeah, how the fuck do we get out of here?
You just walk.
All right.
Oh,
That's
as in
normally
like
how
the
you
way,
get
as in the way we came.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you.
Is it... Okay.
You all will sort of gather your bearings. That darkness from earlier will retreat. And after you've received your answer, you will walk back through. The bridge is bright again. The room with the gateways is dormant. And when you get to the first room, you don't hear the crackling of flame anymore. You just see the somewhat shoddily but still put together restaurant that was burned down way back when.
Lol.
And you're able to move through the cave, up the stairs. When you reach the top of the stairs, back into the Temple of Ard, you will see the priest sitting there. I've just received a message. Oh, I see. You will see the veiled priest standing there, and he will turn around, look at you all, and he will kind of just stare, analyze your faces for a moment. He can't stare. He doesn't have eyes. What the fuck am I talking about?
Me too.
He's just gonna kind of stare off a little bit. And ask, "Did all go well?"
Yep.
Cass was
No,
not
no.
looking at him.
None of us are dead, so yes, I'd say we did very well.
Well, that is good to hear. Did you get the answer that you seek?
At least one of them, yes.
Unfortunately,
Not really unfortunate. It's a good thing, I think.
fortunately,
You got to change your mindset, Mom. You see. And he gives a very tired, extraordinarily tired thumbs up to Mom.
excuse me. Yeah, what's his name?
I
don't know.
I'm
Dust?
actually looking it up right now. That's what I've been doing for the past like 2 minutes.
That's so crazy.
It's been like a month since I've had to use this character.
Yeah, we
Real
were in
honestly.
the trials.
Yes, we're in the trials for whiles. Trials
where
for
you didn't have to
whiles.
work.
Is it funny?
Where is the exit? Like from where we're standing, is the exit like to going
Ask the
outside?
veiled priest. He's in the way.
He's in the way, motherfucker.
Yeah, like that one Nirvana
Okay, well-
song. Don't sing
Okay,
it.
well,
He's not like stopping you from leaving.
okay.
No,
I
he
want
is.
Cass to
He's,
just-
he's stopping
I
us. He
can't-
hates us. He wants us dead.
Okay, well, honestly, Cass is just gonna walk out. We're gonna just go outside.
Absolutely.
Don't go too far.
They do not respond. They just keep walking. I want them to go to the beach.
I think we could use a little bit of a R&R. Maybe not the same as the one we hit before. I think I'm just gonna go take a nap.
Okay, in that case, I'll. He looks to the priest. Has
Alan
you
there.
guessed. Yeah, it looks to Alan there and is like, has you go to what guest said anything since we've been out?
I'll shake his head. Knocked out cold for a long while, and then when he did wake, he seemed silent for the most part. Kind of ignored us, actually.
But he hasn't broken up.
No, it is a wonderful change of pace. The other prisoner is a handful.
The hag,
Who?
yes.
The hag?
The hag.
Yes, we had to put iron
He
shackles on
sounds
her.
like a handful.
That makes sense. No, but see, I remember you mentioned we probably shouldn't go and speak to him. But he does potentially have some knowledge that we might need, but even then he's been so terribly cursed that I can't even be sure if we can trust what he says. So
Indeed, that is my worry as well. I feel any conversation you wish to have him will lack negative meaning.
I mean,
You-
Mop can
you-
always do like the thing that she can do.
no.
Oh, I
It's-
suppose I
it's-
could.
Like
No,
if it's
it's-
emergency sort of thing.
It's really not going to. It's not. You wouldn't happen to be very good at breaking curses, would you? And he looks to the veiled priest.
Kind of pauses. I am a priest. There are curses that I can alleviate, but this is of Anagaros' make. I cannot do such a thing without jeopardizing many aspects of mine and everyone else's life here.
Do you know of anyone that might be able to, officially or unofficially?
Let's see. My knowledge of not too well. There are a lot of magical people in Falana. I know that there are potentially other priests that might be able to assist, but your main blockage is that if anyone in relation to Anagaros is to help you break this, they are going against a direct order of Anagaros.
He's just gonna deeply sigh and just close his eyes. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well,
But
however, this curse, I have looked into it slightly. It is something that can be broken with magic in general. Meaning, if you can somehow learn it yourself, or any of you, you might be able to do it, or maybe you can speak to the bailiff if he is around. I hear that he has been in Falana for quite some time. Other than that, I don't know much else.
would you happen to know where the bailiff is?
He'll shake his head.
Or vaguely? Okay. Well, no worries. We'll keep an ear out for a bailiff then, I guess. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You have come to Ard and you have followed our traditions. You have done well.
Some better than others, I think. And he kind of glances off to where Cassian just like dipped.
Hi, Bard.
But kind of just gives a small shrug. And I think makes his way out. So I don't really think there's anything else he really needs to mention. Just gonna wait with the He's gonna wait for the others to,
Mhm.
I guess, follow him out.
Craggletooth is
Moplo.
just following Kovok.
Mop will look up at the priest
Mm-hmm.
and say, "This was necessary, wasn't it?"
They will think about that for a moment and say, I am not the judge of that. Do you believe it was necessary?
I don't know yet. But thank you. Mop
Well-
will go up to shake his hand. Shake their hand.
And they will reach out and shake it. They can't see, but they have blind sense. so-
Very deceptive for a blind man.
Yes,
That's right, he's been lying the whole time.
Holy
It's
Um,
on
and I
two
pull his-
Morgoth, fuck!
And then I pull his blind. No, I don't do that.
Imagine.
It's 3 Morganthas in a trench coat.
You never knew.
You
That would be
Wow.
such a fucking funny drawing.
Yeah. So remind me, Dust.
Yeah.
What's the commercial setting of the idols? It's not. There's really no shops, right?
No.
Yeah, wouldn't think so. All right, so we gotta go back to fucking Newport.
Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, I mean, I think when Kovak's out with the others, he's gonna tend to look at them and just say, "I think we should go and get back on the ship." I think Savannah should still be around. It's just we need to find Cassie and whatever they want.
Mhm.
I was wondering if we could make a stop, or either have some things that I'd like to steal before we go.
What? You what?
You're not stealing from the Isles of Ard.
Well, I mean, technically, but no. I want to grab Nelrith's stuff back in the cave.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, no. I was going to say, please don't steal from priests. Not
Listen, if I
not
was,
these
if I was
ones, at least.
If I got it into my head to steal from the priests, I would wait until we're like literally about to get on the ship, and then you'd see me running at Mach 5 towards the ship, and we'd leave. Okay? They wouldn't catch me, obviously, but like,
I think any opportunity for you is a good opportunity to steal from priests, wouldn't it?
yeah. She starts to say something, and then she pauses and narrows her eyes,
Have-
looking at Amaya.
Have you
Amaya
stolen-
has her.
Have you stolen from priest before?
I feel like I should
Don't answer that.
Answer
Don't answer
that
that.
I'm
Don't
not
answer that.
wisely.
Don't answer that. Don't answer
Craggletooth.
that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
And I
Amaya-
think that's actually my cue to start walking toward the cave, and she's gonna start.
Yes. Okay.
Making her way
Shit.
back
In
towards
that, okay. In that case, I think I will go with Craggletooth. Do you two want to see if you can find Cassian? And he looks to Mop and Amaya because they're probably the better ones. To at least Mop is the better one to find Cassian because Mop has like that natural.
I cast sending.
I
Yeah.
guess
But,
you could do that, huh?
I
Where
like
are
to
you?
imagine. I would like to imagine that whenever Mop is about to like cast sending and like Shasta says it like that, I like to imagine that's exactly how Mop says it.
But
Yeah.
so does that mean that like there's some acknowledgement of that idea from Mop before they cast sending, or
Mop gives a thumbs up, yeah.
okay? In that case, I'll have it so that Kovak tags along with Craggletooth to go to the cave.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Mop will cast sending to Cassian.
What do you say?
Hi, it's me, Mop. Where are you?
7. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
It's so funny. Cass will just say that they're where they were dropped off from the ship.
Okay.
That's all they're really saying.
Okay.
You guys have like a whole other day until she gets back. So darn no.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I raise my hand.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I raise my hand. I think that if we're gonna be like splitting to do like RP sections, I think we should do Craggletooth and Kovak first, seeing as Bubble won't be around for too long.
Yes, I agree.
Big true.
Yeah, we can do that.
So
If that's what you want to do, Dust.
yes, that's what I was thinking, anyways. So you two will break off and make your way back into the cave, where there are a variety of traps. Bubble, what is your? You sent it to me, but I can't find it. What is your checklist of things to grab?
Oh, let me give this to you.
The shopping
There it is.
list.
8 crossbows
I've-
and 3 nets.
Those were the ones that were set off, but basically she's going to be going through the cave with a fine-tooth comb is the word, you know, looking through, going slower and trying to see any traps and then put them in her pocket.
I didn't know
A
she knew how to use
fine-
one of those.
A fine Craggletooth comb. Yeah, and I mean, I guess Kovak is there to just help with like the heavy lifting to then help put it into the pocket. He's still really confused by that pocket. But it's at the moment that he remembers while he's helping Craggletooth put things in the one pocket that he remembers. Yeah, the detect magic spell from the cell. And while he's still helping Craggletooth out, he's going to say, "Hey, your other pocket. Is there something in there?"
Well, yeah. She kind of pauses and will pull out like the little crystal. It just got this in it.
Okay, because when we went to the little the what's it called, the cell, and I used a little bit of magic to help me figure it out, I guess. I could see that there were like little traces of magic, I think, coming from that pocket. And I knew about the other one. I knew that you could put things in there and then pull it out like a pocket of holding. But
Yeah.
yeah, are you aware that this thing is magical, or?
She kind of turns it over and she shakes her head. No, I just thought it was a rock. I mean, well, not just a rock, but like, you know, just a rock, I guess.
It's not the boulder, yeah.
Okay.
It's fucking stupid.
But yeah, he's still gonna be like, you know, helping lift the crossbows and everything, and is gonna look at it. So we could probably ask Mob to have a look at it. Mob seems to have a really good eye for it. See what
Yeah,
it
Mom's
is.
better at knowing what magical items are with ones, I guess. So.
I think we'd be pretty screwed without Mob.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I could do a little.
I don't know. I mean, let me have a look at it, and he's gonna try and have a look at the stone. Can I see if I can try an Arcana check it
Yeah, do an Arcana check with your -2.
with my -2?
I mean, you got a 13.
Okay.
I think this is less of you understanding it and more of recollecting that detect magic. You
Absolutely.
I think you just remember the schools of magic that were attached to it. It seems to be radiating transmutation magic, but also very trace amounts of evocation.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna kind of relay that to Craggletooth. Sorry about that. And kind of just be like, I mean, it's got a little bit of like it's got different sort of magic on it. But that's all I can really tell. I can't tell you what it does, you know. So, I mean, Mob would
We're
probably
just
be able to
gonna
tell.
kind of grab it back and look at it, and I would like to make an Arcana check.
Okay.
And if Mob can't tell us, then at least probably this guy will be able to. He's very clever.
Oh
my god.
my
Get out.
fucking
Everybody.
All right, no more Mob. No more.
Alright, so that's it for Lack of Love, Time to Heal. Thanks for watching.
Just one night
So
love.
okay, I was literally going to say that I'm just gonna have to tell you very certain things about this if you roll a nat 20. Okay, fuck. Alright. Okay, I love when this happens. So, this is a wonderful thing. This, you recognize that magic as described earlier, but you notice that there are little indentations in it that you originally thought were just like carvings of trying to shape the stone that appear to be little runes etched into it, most likely the thing that is giving this thing magic. But I think once again you are kind of tackled with the idea this thing looks like a barrel, like of a gun. This looks like the thing that you would put bullets into, except there's no place to put the bullets into. Whatever this thing is, it appears less like it by itself is going to do something crazy, and more like if you were to attach it to something, it would do something crazy.
So she's gonna pull out her gun
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
and kind of look between the two and see if there's a way that she could feasibly attach the two together.
I think, rolling off of that net 20 still, looking at the two, your goblin brain is working like 1,000 miles a minute trying to understand how this could work. And while you do not think that there's a way that you right now in this moment could do this, because maybe you could detach the barrel and like shove it in there and stuff like that, you don't think any of that could work. You feel like you are on the rightest track you have ever been on.
Nice.
Somehow, some way, you would be able to attach this to the gun and turn your gun into something else altogether.
Craggle to bust up duct tape.
Give Craggletooth duct tape. 2K25. She's gonna kind of like talk to herself as she's like looking between it, but in the talking to herself, it'll be pretty clear to Kovak what her little goblin brain is thinking.
Mhm. Right, yeah, and I think he's gonna sort of just watch it, and he. Okay, this is also the part where I shoehorn in what I was going to think of doing. He's going to look at Craggletooth, kind of like thinking of how to try and multi-use this. And he's gonna think to himself about the concept of potentially seeing if he can do something similar. But he'll probably explore that when they get to Newport, because this cave is no place to be doing that. And he's gonna sort of just look at Craggletooth. You caught on to whatever it is pretty quickly.
Well, I'm just that good. She flips her ponytail.
And he's going to like put a reassuring sort of like a hand on her shoulder. And while they do that, just and is then going to say, "But you see, I thought you were Craggletooth."
Fuck's sake.
Hey,
I'm so angry.
she's gonna punch Craggletooth, or not Craggletooth. She's gonna punch Kovak.
Okay, all right, roll strength.
Well, so funny story with that. That's a saving throw, but it does the same thing. And I'm also going to burn a Fury of the Small, so take 3 damage.
All right, I'll put that in.
Oh, that's so
3. That's 63. 3. There we go.
No!
And he's going to just like he's gonna recoil after getting punched like that.
It was a bad joke. I mean,
What?
It was a bad joke.
It was not that bad of a joke. You wanted me to
It
make
was. It was kind of bad.
it was not that bad of a joke.
It was bad because I wasn't the one who came up with it. So yeah, it's bad.
It wasn't. What? Okay. Okay. Yeah. and then he's gonna grab Kragatu's head and ruffle it a little. And yeah,
She'll let him and kind of like giggle as he does that.
and look around the cave. Do you think we've got everything, or is there something else that you want to look for?
Dust. How much?
Yeah,
did we
so
get?
I'm gonna make you roll for it.
Yeah, I
Alright.
figured, but
We're
like.
Let me
going
roll
to
as well.
do-
I got you.
We're gonna do a very bizarre set of skill checks because typically we have a whole party for it, but we only got 2 of you. I'm gonna
Okay.
say 1d4 plus 1, so 4. We need 4 successes, and you can't reuse the same skill check twice.
Easy.
Okay.
So, describe to me what you use to look for and disable and get traps.
Okay.
So, Bubble, really quickly,
Mm-hmm.
do you have perception, nature? Do you have any pluses to those two?
I do not. I've got
Okay.
the ones that I'm looking at are sleight of hand, stealth, and survival. Because I'm really.
Yeah, I
good
was
at
gonna say you got those 3. I can use athletics, potentially a bit of insight, and then because I know how to argue that, and then perception. But perception's a flat 0, so.
both. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I think when it comes to actually getting rid of the tramps, and like actually like climbing up onto cliffs and everything to actually get to them,
Mhm.
that's obviously going to be Kovak using his athletics,
Oh.
leaving behind his shield and everything just to make sure that he doesn't, encumber himself too badly while he's climbing to go get things.
Okay. In that case, roll me an athletics. Yeah, 20, easy success. There are some crossbow traps that are. Roll me a. Let's see, you got a 20. How nice do I want to be? Roll me a d4 and then also roll me a. Actually, I'll roll the next thing. Just roll a d4. Ooh, that's okay. You get 1 crossbow that's like intact, and you're able to take that for yourself. However, alongside it, you will also get. Let's see, there's a lot of these fucking things. There were at least 10, and they all fired, and they only had 2 shots per. How much? What do I roll for this? This is actually very difficult. Okay, I'll just do this instead. Yeah, that's about right. 26 plus 1 crossbow bolts.
Neat. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me unlock my sheet real quick and add some of these things in. So 1 crossbow, but light, heavy, hand,
Heavy.
huge, and then 27 crossbow bolts, which is great because that means I have a lot.
They're also plus 1.
Yeah, plus 1 crossbow. Oh, okay. Focus. That's great.
Yeah, I knew this was a good
Take
idea.
that. Yeah, no, this is a really good idea. And then I think while also using that sort of an athletics, he's going to try and. So it's going to be odd for him, but he's going to try and put himself in the mind of Nelra.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be like, if I was a thieving, conniving, rambunctious, skittish piece of shit, where would I hide my traps? And he's going to I'm going to then try and argue insight for that role.
Okay, yeah. Insight's fine by me. Okay.
Oh my god.
Look at you.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, with a nat 20, what trap do you want?
What am I, what's the menu?
Let me go to the trap section in, what's it called? Fantasy Grounds.
Because I'll have you read the menu and then I'll have Bubble tell me what Kragatuth would want because that's what Kovak's looking for.
Okay. I'm gonna list a few of these off. There are probably going to be times where I will say something and then back up on it because they're magical, and he did not have a lot of magical stuff here at all. So if for some reason I say Orb of Annihilation, know that I don't actually mean it.
I don't get an orb of annihilation.
So we
What
have
the hell?
bear trap, crossbow trap, falling net, falling portcullis. Those ones are very hard to carry, but they're there all right.
Mhm.
Fiery. Would he have a? Yeah, he could just make a Molotov cocktail probably. Fiery blast trap.
I like that one.
Let's
Keep
see.
going.
No fire breathing statue. There's no way you can get pit traps because they're pit traps.
Let the traps.
Net traps. There was that Path of Blades trap that you had way back when, where you can probably like take some of the blades and use them for something else. Poison dart trap. You can get poison darts from that. I don't know what the fuck a poison tempest trap is. I'm terribly curious, but no.
Oh,
And spiked pit trap. That's pretty much all of them.
Let's do the
a
fiery
poison
blast.
tempest. That's like a room. So no, we wouldn't be able to take that. What was it, Bobby?
The fiery blast one.
We'll take that one then.
Oh. Fiery blast. Okay. So I will read this off. Who steps on the mosaic causes fire to disrupt from it, to erupt from it. Those who openly wear holy symbols of... Okay, that doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. Check reveals the presence of ash and faint burn marks in the area. A 15-foot cube of fire erupts, covering the pressure plate and the area around it. Each creature in the area must make a saving throw or take 7d6 fire damage.
Really like
saving
that
throw
one.
of Dex or
Dex. It's a DC 15 Dex.
Dex DC 15, and then the fire is what, 7d6 fire?
7d6.
Okay, cool, yeah. 7d6. Yeah. Alright. In that case, got that one written down.
And what's it called? Yeah, you kind of just find like this pressure plate on the ground that you hadn't noticed before, and you notice something underneath it, and instead of like just deactivating the pressure plate, you kind of put your fingers underneath it and pull upwards instead of pressing downwards. And underneath it, there is this small, like, sort of circular, spherical glass vial with this sort of almost lava-like looking liquid inside. It has the consistency of water, but it looks like it could explode at any second.
Lovely. And I think he's going to very carefully handle that and very carefully pass it over to Graggletooth.
Graggletooth will
No.
take it very delicately, almost reverently, as she like holds it up and looks at it in the light.
And a good thing you didn't take the bear traps, because I remember coworkers, 2 of those at the caravan from the first Nelra run. So,
Well,
and I think that'll be it from me, skill checks wise.
then I look at you, Bubble.
Okay. Hang on, I'm just writing things down. In things. Okay. So one thing she's going to be doing is she's going to be treading very gingerly because she knows that there are going to still be traps around the area that probably haven't been set off. And so I'd like to, like, as she's going around looking for traps, I'd like to do a stealth with that.
Yeah, go for it.
Stealth.
Ooh.
I saw the 20.
I did too.
Let's see. What do I want to do to you?
Be nice.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Her she's gotta get a little bit of something, otherwise her hubris, you know.
You know.
I think this one's just funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna stab you, I think. Make a dexterity saving
that's
throw.
so funny.
Actually, I could just do that.
Dex save.
There we go. Okay, you take half damage. Okay. I don't think it
Not
halved
even
it.
that.
Have it if it didn't. It did. You take 4 damage instead.
Oh, that's
I did it. They also rolled very badly, so that's lucky you. You're sort of very gingerly stepping about. You remember where like the poison darts were coming from, and you're able to maneuver around the holes, and they don't shoot anything out at you. And then you get to the other side, and you're like, oh, thank God. And then a blade drops from the ceiling and cuts into your shoulder.
She doesn't even like there's a small yelp, but after that she doesn't even like say anything. She just looks tired. Like it's like a stare into the camera at the office.
Yeah.
Kind of look over at Kovak like a
And I think that he's very much going to like kind of like give a bit of like a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs middle, and is like, "Are you okay?"
yeah, it's she kind of glances at it with 4 damage. Not a big deal. She kind of like rubs it a little bit. Just annoying.
Understandable. I can have a look at it before we go.
It's fine.
Hmm.
Like it's fine. And she will move on. And then as like she's going around, continuing on and going into and beginning to like disarm the traps that she knows where they are, she's going to be using her lovely little sleight of hand along with her thieves' tools
Absolutely.
to disarm them.
Roll me a sleight of hand. There we go. 24. Do you have a trap you're looking for in particular?
Crossbows.
Okay, more crossbows. Roll me another d4.
Beautiful.
3. You're able to get 3 crossbows. I think 2 of them are probably heavy crossbows. One of them is a hand crossbow, probably one that Nelra had on himself that fell to the ground.
Okay. I will add them to inventory.
Yeah.
Yippee!
And you'll also find like an adequate amount of like normal bolts for each of them, so they're all fully stocked and whatnot.
Right. I'll just do crossbow bolts.
Yeah. My bad. Unfortunately, you didn't succeed all 4 times, so I don't give you my special secret thing. But that's okay.
This cries.
And yeah, is there anything else you two wanted to do while you were down here?
No. No, I think I'm all good.
I think that's it for me.
Gotcha. I will then, as you two begin to exit the cave, pan over to everybody else. Is anybody doing anything specific while you wait for the day to pass by and for tomorrow to come so you can get on the ship with Captain Sidarna?
See, Amaya, there's this thing called a spork, right? And it's kind of efficient in the way that it's efficient in the way that it's both a spoon and a fork.
But
However,
Mop, why would you have a spoon and a fork together? Why not have separately a spoon and a fork?
say you needed a spoon with a very sharp edge to it in order to break some food.
If you needed a sharp edge, you would use a knife.
Yes, but consider efficiency.
I don't think that actually. I don't
Would you look
think
at
this fork
Would
is
you look at that as
efficient.
Cassius? Would you look at that as Cassius?
Cass is gonna just be sitting on the beach, and they're they're sat on the beach, and they've got like this dagger in their hands, and they're sort of just turning it over and stuff like that. They've not noticed that the other two are coming yet, and if they do not acknowledge it.
She's she's irritated not at anybody in particular, but at the nuance of a spork. That is incredibly awful. She's gonna stand a few paces behind Mop as they approach Cassian, and Cassian just ignores them, and she's just like, well, they're
Well,
ignoring you, Mop.
That's okay. Uh,
from where they're sat, it could just be taken as they like haven't like seen them.
Cassian?
Actually, they like perk up a wee bit, and they like hide the dagger, into like into their pocket or their belt, and they like turn their head over, and then they smile, and just wave them both over.
Hi. We'll
Hey.
come over and sit next to her, and also pat the sand next to the both of them for Maya.
She is actually. She's stands a bit close-ish. She's about a foot behind them or so, but after given the conversation that she had with herself in the trial, she doesn't want to sit down just yet. She just wants to watch from a bit afar.
So, I imagine, did everybody kind of have that sort of experience there on the bridge with themselves a little bit?
The doppelganger.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it was more of like a reflection, sort of like a mirror. But maybe a doppelganger, I guess.
Cass just nods.
Maya also just nods.
Okay. Well, I won't pretend to understand what happened. But if you want to talk about it, I'm here to listen. And Mop will smile very earnestly at the two of them.
Mop. Mop, I die for Mop. I think Cass, was sort of just like bite their lip for a moment as they're like looking out to the ocean, and they think for a moment. If you need to talk about anything, you can talk to us about it. Sort of like dodging the question. Or the offer.
Oh, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about.
No?
No, not really.
Well,
I mean,
not a
I
bad
talked to
thing.
myself, and that was really the end of it. Mop is full of shit.
Just...
Can I look into Mop and see if Mop is hiding
Oh yeah,
or if they're
let's
lying?
do. I'll give myself disadvantage for deception.
I would also like to check.
Would you like me to use insight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also have a nosy. Holy shit.
There you go.
Well, meat's a pizza. Both of you can tell she's lying.
Everything's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
Hey, Mop.
Huh?
I think Cass is gonna like open their mouth to say something, and then they sort of like hesitate, and then I think they're gonna like open their arms out to Mop if she wants a hug. Sort of like you don't have to talk if you don't want to, but if you need like reassurance, sort of thing.
Mop will guess kind of smile like, you know, she's you know, as though Cassian was asking for a hug. We'll hug him and just kind of, her smile will kind of dissipate a little bit whenever, you know, she's right next to him and he can't really see.
Oh man. They're gonna hug Mop tight and just sort of like, whenever like Mop can't like see, like their expression just turns like really distant.
Oh, they're both fucked up, bro. Mop will release the hug and look to Amaya, and it will hold out their hand just to see if she wants to hold it.
Amaya will look at she'll look at Mop's hand, she'll look back at Mop, and she looks not, she doesn't look upset, but she looks more like off put, and she just shakes her head no and just holds up a hand.
Okay. Want to build a sandcastle?
I haven't built a sandcastle in ages.
Have you ever built a sandcastle?
Amaya, you will look out and see that the beach is literally mostly pebbles, like it's one of those rock beaches.
It's
It's like no sand at all.
Mop is stacking the rocks on top of each other.
you guys are, that's not a sandcastle. It's
It's a
What
rock
is-
castle, Mop, or
what
pebble
is-
castle.
I mean, surely if I dig far enough, there's sand under here, right? And Mop will keep digging.
No.
Mop is digging through the pebbles.
Cassie's gonna stand up and just watch Mop with like their arms folded.
That's not, no, Mop. That's, it's just gonna be more
It's a lot
rock.
of- it's just rock. You're right.
Yeah.
It's just rock. After a while, it's a fine layer of granite as well.
It's, Mop, stop. You're going to get dirty.
That's a very fair point. Mop will sort of shake off the dirt on their hands.
Cassie's gonna like look out to the water for a few wee moments. Wonder if there's any fish nearby. Is it more so like just like thinking out loud?
You gonna go fishing at a time like this?
I suppose not.
In shallow water?
No, I'm asking if there would be fish nearby. Or crabs, maybe.
Oh yeah, asking the DM.
Conclusion jumping head ass.
Is there any fish or crabs in the water?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I'm a freak and a half. Make a survival check.
Survival check. Where are my skills? There they fucking are, babe.
In the skills tab.
Yeah!
23,
Oh,
nice.
it's done.
That's right.
Sorry.
That's right. It goes in the square hole. Yeah, you are very quick. Like just by looking out, literally, Cassian will have a thought. I wonder if there are any fish out here, and you will see a fish like leap out of the water and back down into the water. And there are plenty of small little crabs going about as well. It's a rocky shore, so.
Okay, fantastic. With that in mind, because Cassian's secret move, deflect, they're not gonna like talk about what happened in the trials, but they are gonna try and like just sort of like distract the party. They have no idea how Amaya is feeling after it all, and they know that Mop is at least upset. So they're gonna just like walk out a little bit, and then they're just gonna like squat down, and they're not gonna say anything yet. Is they're just like having a nosy.
Yeah.
Mop will look at Amaya and very, very quietly whisper, "How do you like your crepes?"
What? And she's kind of just like shoots over her head to Mop.
Do you like? Yeah. Do you like crepes?
I suppose she's, her mind right now, she wants to say yes, because she remembers that dream extremely vividly. However, it's the last
I want to roll inside out.
24. Okay.
Fuck.
Has Amaya ever had crepes?
In the
Well,
dream,
I mean,
believe.
in that dream she did.
Well, right, but like after that.
I mean, I don't know what a Dacian food diet is, Dust.
Well, you were basically a noble because you were a priest, right? You can eat whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, true. I guess she just looks and she just nods a little. I just like grapes. Mop, there's no specific way.
Well, sure there is. I guess it's the feeling of the crepe.
You could put strawberries on them. Cass is like using a bit of cloth to try and lift something up, and it keeps flinching back a bit.
Yeah, you could put strawberries on it. You could put blueberries. You could put a little bit of puree on there as well if you'd like.
Syrup is nice.
Yeah, syrup is nice.
I mean, I guess strawberries with a bit of honey.
I will try it. Whenever we get back to the caravan, of course. This will take some time, I believe.
Yeah, don't go out making a whole menu now, Mop.
I already have.
Okay.
It's in here. And Mop will point to her little skull.
I suppose that makes sense, yes.
I'm very looking forward to cooking everybody's favorite meal, and now that I have a little bit of a start with you, I very much look forward to it.
And Maya will just kind of nod. Her expression softens a bit.
Though you will have to forgive me if sometimes I mess up and I put a little bit of shell in there. It's very hard.
It's
very hard to crack an egg with these claws.
if you need any help. I mean, I'm not gonna get. I could help out, I suppose.
We could cook together.
Sure.
Mop will look very happy about that. Her tail's wagging.
Oh.
It's moving the pebbles on the beach back and forth.
Amaya's very much just looking like, oh god, I made Mop happy. What do I do now? She just nods a little bit. And it's just like, yeah, sure. It's
What are you doing, Cassian?
Cass has been like looking over their shoulder for a wee bit to watch the two of them, and when Mop says that, Cass like flinches back to what they were doing and like shakes her finger. They go, "You wee fucker!" Like for like under their breath.
At Mop?
No. Something got them.
Oh, okay.
They just like hiss under their breath and just go, "You wee fucker."
Oh, like a
But
little crab snaps at you.
Yeah.
They're gonna stand up and they're like, and then they're gonna turn to Mop and Amaya and just walk over to them, and then they're gonna show like they've got like this cloth and there's like a little crab on it, but they've sort of got like their thumb holding onto the crab's like back like through the cloth, so it can't nip at them again.
She kind of looks a little bit more shocked now. And has instantly turned all her attention onto this crab. Can I pet the crab? Will the crab pinch me?
Make an animal handling check.
I'm good at these.
It's not
Please
a,
be
it's
good
not
at
a
these.
cat.
Please.
It's not a cat.
It does get your ass.
Oh.
It does get your ass.
You take two piercing damage.
What?
L.
She just it pinches her claw and then and she's like, "Oh, you fucking twat. And she just
I think Cass is gonna like snort at that.
don't
Awful.
laugh at me.
Mop will also reach for
Oh.
the crab.
Sorry, I made a mistake. Crabs can only deal 1 bludgeoning damage. Let me fix that for you.
Okay.
Oh.
Bludgeoning damage.
I'll also handle the crab.
Cass
Okay.
will kneel down so Mop can like pet at it, and
I'll take
they're
one
gonna like
bludgeoning
Maya.
I'm gonna also give
Stuck on her
Cassian 1
finger.
bludgeoning damage for earlier. So all of you have 1 bludgeoning damage.
It's like
Cass is
stuck
just-
on her
Cass-
finger. She's waving it around.
Cass is quickly gonna like grab Mop's like wrist to try and like get the crab back off with the cloth. Just and they're just
Argyle will also go for the rat. The crab.
I'm
Cass is just
assuming
trying
that
to
Argyle
catch this
and the
crab.
crab are the same size. Are they gonna like throw down?
Yeah, Argyle bites onto the crab, I imagine.
This is very reminiscent. I have a story to tell very quickly if you guys
Yeah.
don't mind.
Go
Yeah,
for
of
it.
course.
My IRL game is far more comedy focused. It's Spelljammer, so it's like space shit. And they're going through the Feywild right now, and they got a bag, and they didn't know what it was, and the person that got the bag upon the first second of doing it was to unfold the bag. And it was a bag of beans. I don't know if you guys know what a bag of beans is, but it does a lot of things.
No, I know.
And
Did they throw it at the ground?
no, but all the beans fell out.
Okay.
And there were 4, and they were trying to take a long rest, and it immediately unfolded in there was a blue campfire that spawned, and then frogs that showed up, and then a pillar of oil creating a pillar of blue flame from the fucking fire. And then they touched one of the frogs and it turned into a horned devil
Oh my
Wow.
god.
and started
Oh,
chasing him
God.
through the woods. The only reason I bring this up is because for some reason my mind was like, it'd be so funny if I had like a giant crab show up and just start
Oh.
attacking these people. And then it also reminded me that my favorite part about that story is not what happened, but when 5 minutes later they get away and Lizzie's character goes, "What the fuck happened?" And then they go to bed. Sorry, I had to share that. Oh, my
that's so
goodness.
funny.
Such a
Holy
good story,
shit.
though.
You're a furry.
Shit.
Can we
Oh,
fight a
man.
giant crab at some point?
Yeah,
That
right
would
now.
be so fun.
Please.
Oh, okay.
Let's
Well,
go,
good
do it,
thing.
do it, go on.
Good thing
Go on.
Kovac got through here now. Smile.
Roll an attack roll.
I'm sorry, Mr. Crab. I feel like this is somehow my fault. I did not ask you if you would like to be hailed. I'm so sorry.
Cass is
Oh, wait, are we
gonna, like,
fighting a
pick
crab?
up the crab
Hang
back.
on, I'm gonna use my newfound heavy crossbow to take a shot at it.
I'm gonna use my new hand crossbow.
Oh my
Alright.
fucking god.
That's
I'm
10
going-
hit.
That's a miss.
Oh,
You have two
fuck.
attacks.
Oh, good thing I have extra attack. Good thing I have extra attack.
That's a
Oh,
The crab kills you.
can I use my? No, I'm not gonna use my.
Crab's stupid enough.
I'm going to
Oh.
moonbeam the crab.
Okay.
Fuck.
Roll a
That
damage
didn't
for
work.
Roll
Okay.
damage. Roll damage.
it. Roll damage.
Roll damage.
You're not actually attacking the crab, are you?
No.
If
Just
she
obliterate
did,
this
she would be
fucking
moonbeaming
crab.
every single one of you.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be funny. That would be
Maybe
so funny.
maybe if I were to speak the crab's language.
Speak its language,
can do that.
Shasta.
What language?
Pinch, pinch.
I cast polymorph on Mop.
Okay.
Mop
What?
unhinges her jaw like Stitch and starts playing Crab Rave.
Okay. You cast polymorph
That's
on
what we're talking
yourself. You turn
I
yourself into a
become a
crab.
white crab. Yes.
A white crab.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just
Wait,
do that.
actually?
Yeah, you just do that.
Okay, so Mop did that like right now.
Yeah.
Cassian is gonna like take a step back and just blink and then look to Amaya and then back to Mop.
Amaya is bewildered.
It's just a white crab, tiny little white crab on the ground.
Lore drop, she loves crabs.
Yeah. Cass is gonna like they're still holding, like they managed to get the crab back. They're just like holding it like with the cloth, and I think they had only been after it, like just like tapping its shell and just being like, "You're a wee bastard." Right when like Mop turns into the crab, And then they're gonna just like hesitate for a moment before kneeling down and then offering like their hand out to Mop.
Yeah.
Are you also holding the crab?
And in the other hand, yes.
Okay. Mop starts snipping her little claws.
They're gonna flinch. Please,
Are you
Mop,
trying to
do not-
communicate?
Yeah, I'm trying to communicate with the other crab.
Okay, you snap your claws. What do you say at the crab?
I say, hi,
I hate this.
I'm a friend.
I love this.
It
They're
will.
saying.
It'll pause, and then it'll start snipping the air as well,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll say, "Hi."
Cass is gonna put the crab down to like go to Mop or whatnot, but they are keeping a close eye in case it like turns nasty and tries to attack her.
It'll walk up curiously to Mop and start snipping. It'll say, "Hi,
Hi,
hello,
hi.
hi."
Just two crabs waving at each other. Hang on, let me put a different side shot.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna I know exactly what you're gonna send, and you haven't even sent it.
Yeah, the fucking hello, hi, hello. Yeah.
Cass looks up to Maya.
There is okay. All the angsty priest emotions from earlier are gone. She's just bewildered, like eyes wide open, staring at these two like she's never seen anything like it before.
Yeah, sometimes when it hits Saturday morning and I go, man, I really hope I prepared a good session today. I didn't do a lot of story beats, and I feel really bad because I want to make sure that these people I really care about are getting their money's worth and just getting a good story. And then some days after I have that thought, you get on a beach and try and talk to a crab for 30 minutes. And I realize that I'm fine, actually.
Yeah, you're doing just fine, but
Is Kovac and Craggletooth on their way?
yeah, maybe
See
they.
them?
I don't know. If they just turned up, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cass like sees them approaching and like waves them over. Like they're just completely enamored with this, and they go back to watching these two crabs like snip at each other.
No.
These big things here are my friends.
Kovac has like this giant fucking heavy crossbow like slung over his slung over his shoulder. You know, like how people do with guns. They kind of just hold it up and he's gonna approach. Can you actually speak when you're polymorphed?
No.
No.
Okay, and so he's just
Is, like-
he's gonna look at the two crabs, and then he's gonna look at Cassian, and then he's gonna look at Amaya, and he's gonna say, "What is Mom?"
Right here.
Craggletooth
points.
will kind of like be skipping over. And I think actually right before you say that Mop is the crab, she's gonna like crouch down by the crabs, go, "Oh, are you crab fighting?"
No, they're not crab fighting.
Zach, I'm so
Mop.
happy you were here to hear me say that.
Mop.
That's
What?
Mom. What?
Mom!
Who is
Cass
this
points.
one?
Cass points to like the pure white crab
Right.
with the look of okay, when
Yeah.
we say one of these guys is Mop, which fucking one
Okay,
do
yes.
you think?
Yes, but who is the other one?
Amaya's gonna look.
Fucker.
Amaya's gonna go down to Crab Mop's height, and she's just gonna go. Can you ask him what his name is?
Oh my god.
What's your? Actually, do I even have that
So-
mental faculty? Hang on.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
You do not. You have all the mental stats of a crab right now. You do not
Okay.
understand what anybody else is saying. But
It's basically like talking through through water.
you
Yeah.
you have
Yes.
currently a wisdom of 8, a charisma of 2, and an intelligence of 1.
And Cass
Hi.
detect thoughts on the crabs.
I don't think it's gonna
this.
give
I
you
hate
much.
this so much.
Yeah.
Well, when you say to the crab, these big guys are my friends, they're just going to say, they're very frightening. That one tried to pick me up. I snapped at them,
Yes.
but they took me anyways.
Oh, it's okay. I just don't think they understand crab manners.
Clearly not.
Oh, it's okay. Very sorry to stop you there, friend.
You were big and now you're a crab. How?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Sometimes it just does.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe when I lie.
I don't know, how am I gonna explain magic to a crab?
With your words, probably.
What words?
Okay,
The words that come out of your mouth.
you have a good rest of your day.
Oh, okay.
And Crab Mop will hop off of Cassian's hand. And shift back.
Cass is gonna kneel down and they're gonna let the crab go.
He'll go.
And I think Kovac's gonna look at Mop.
He
You
says,
didn't tell me that you were like Cassian.
only
Cass
sometimes.
blinks.
Under a full moon, I turn into a crab and looks at the probably not full moon.
It's
There is
literally
no moon,
like
it's daytime.
it is overcast, but you can see the brightness of the sun like through the clouds.
Cassian
Then he's-
laughs. Cassian laughs at the.
And he's like, I guess that's why Luna Nora wanted you, huh? The full moon crab.
Where crab? Anyways, the
It's-
crab
okay.
not apologize. However, I do understand why he did snip at you.
Yeah.
Imagine if something about 400 times your size went and picked you up.
And then Kovac's going to like very pointedly with the one hand that isn't holding the crossbow is going to grab Cassian by like the back of his shirt and try to lift him.
Yeah,
oh, I have the
larger.
opportunity to do something so fucking funny right now.
What is it?
Do it.
It scares the shit out of Cass, and they're gonna just they yelp, and then they just suddenly shift to like the 7'5" like wolf form.
And of course, I'm going to drop the dog. But he's gonna kind of just like step to the side and be like, "Oh, okay, well, yeah. See, there you go. Point proven.
I can only really do that once per day.
You can only do that on full moons, especially the full moon that is actually the sun."
Cass is gonna slowly just like skulk behind Kovac. Hopefully without him noticing.
Well,
Mop, did you ask the crab what his name was?
is that what you said?
You couldn't hear me.
Crabs aren't very good at hearing, or really calculating or understanding.
They're good at crab fighting.
They are
a
good.
little bit of a little bit of pebble away from her.
I hope he has a good rest of his day. The pelican comes down and eats that crab.
No, don't do this.
Okay, never mind. He's not having a good day.
Pelican
Pelican does come down, but it doesn't eat him.
Oh,
Oh wait,
awful.
no, pelican. Okay, wait. Does the pelican make a move to look like it's going to swoop at him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I have Kovac take the heavy crossbow and just aim it at the pelican? Not shoot, but just aim
The
it.
pelican will hold both
Oh.
of his hands up, both of his like arms. Will just begin to back away very
Fine.
slowly.
Yeah, and he's gonna just shake his head and say, "Not that one."
They will not.
Can't
Roll a
wait for
9.
Kovac to encounter a Canadian goose.
The
Oh,
worst.
please.
He'll win. But
Kovac.
They are all men
he's
say
just
that.
anyway, he's just gonna say, "Not that one." And just sort of like gesture with the crossbow to just get, go on, get.
It'll fly away.
And then Kovac's gonna shoulder the crossbow. A little fun fact: if we hadn't done the Trials of Odd, Kovac would have shot it. I just want you to know the trials are already beginning to pay off.
It's nice to
That's
know
so
that we
cool.
resolved that peacefully.
Yeah, peacefully with a threat of violence.
Hey Sam,
What?
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, hold on, give me a sec. So I didn't roll a 9.
Okay. I was gonna have so Wolfcast is gonna bite the back of Kovac's poncho and try and drag him down to the ground backwards.
And I mean, I think for a second it works. Like he's able to actually grab onto the poncho and just like tug him back, but then he's just gonna very quickly just jump himself forward to like grab his poncho back out and be like, hey, what is that for?
Cass does like the snort the dogs do when they're just like playing.
Ah, I see. Okay, but
I have-
in any
have a
case,
question. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we should probably go to bed. So Dana's not gonna be back for like I don't know, a little bit. But what were you going to say?
I was gonna say I have no idea what we're doing now.
Struggletooth
Going to
looks
bed.
like directly up at the sky where you can clearly see the sun behind the clouds. Yeah, bed. That's definitely the one next on our list.
We're becoming nocturnal.
I was going to say, have you never had a nap, Craggletooth?
I mean, obviously I have, but like,
Nappletooth?
she gives.
Sounds like
she
you said
gives-
apple.
She
So
gives her a
horrible.
very flat look.
So have you heard of a spork?
Yes.
A what?
Mop,
Cass is your
please, not this again. Sporks are not efficient.
I mean, I suppose if you wanted to do less dishes and have the benefits of
Okay,
bulk
I'm
and-
going to head back. I'm going to head back to the hostel.
When are you gonna be
guys have-
Kathy or when are you gonna be Kovac again?
I got you with that joke first. I'm funnier than you are.
No,
and
you're
he's
not.
Gonna, yeah, he's
I
gonna
had better
snicker
comedic timing than you.
No, he's gonna snicker and head off to the what's it called? The hostel. He's gonna go and rest.
So if you,
Amaya's
if you need
gonna-
a bunch of,
Amaya's
Yeah. Go ahead.
You
Go
go.
ahead, Ellie.
You go first.
I was gonna say,
What the
if
fuck
you-
is that dust?
if you wanted to if somebody asked you to bring silverware to a party but they didn't specify what they were bringing to the party, you could always bring a spork if you were just low on cost,
It's no. If
What
you're
the
going to a
word?
party, okay. First off, who brings utensils to a party?
Good
Second-
point, Amaya. One of your few good
This-
points.
Secondly, if you're bringing something to a party, you're bringing a dish, or you're bringing a nice bottle of some sort of wine or a gift. I'm gonna close side chat now. 1 second.
Cassia nods in agreement to Amaya.
And
Oh, what the fuck is
secondly,
that?
you just if you take from me, you bring a spork to a dashi.
You killed Ellie, I fear.
Are you good?
I really
You guys are
like-
freaks.
I really like these.
A spork
Do you know
versus
what has the same? Do you know what has the same energy as the fucking fork, freak, took, one.
Wank. Wank.
Okay, continue, please. I had to lose my mind over the food.
I
Well,
love the food.
what were we talking about?
Deck of
What
cards,
is
but the fold is
a
replaced with the
fork,
spoon.
I think.
Kovac disappears into the horizon.
Wolfcast is gonna start like walking around sniffing at the beach looking for more crabs.
Yeah, well, are you gonna eat the crabs? What are you doing?
I'll eat the
Cass
crab.
just looks over their shoulder to Mop with like a disgusted expression, and it's admittedly very funny to see on a wolf. Like their lips are like drawn back, and there's like one ear like flopped to the side, the other one's raised upright,
Yeah.
and they're just sort of like squinting. And they just shake their
Okay.
head.
Well, don't. Okay. I think I'll go back to the inn for now.
What?
If anybody would like to join me,
I'll join you. I want to look at my new stuff.
you want to hold hands?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to join us, Amaya? Bye-bye.
I don't want to hold Amaya's hand. No offense, Amaya.
That's fine.
Okay, well,
I'll stand in the middle.
I didn't want to hold your hand either, Craggletooth. Fuck you.
Jesus.
Cass just looks to the group. Their
I'm
ears
gone
lower.
for 1 minute, and you guys are
There's-
fucking going insane.
There's a crab pinched on each of Cassian's fingers.
They like yelp, and they just like jump into the air, and then they sort of just like they like hop around trying to get them off.
It's so
I-
silly.
You guys go ahead. I'm going to make sure they don't get killed by a bunch of crabs.
Okay.
Can a crab kill you?
Be nice to the crabs, okay?
If it's Cassian, probably.
Oh,
I can't.
Cassian's worse off than I thought.
Be nice to the crabs, okay? Because I can't say anything nice to them. At least for another couple of hours. After my nap. Okay, bye.
Okay. So are all of you breaking off and going to
Bye.
bed? Is that what I
Yeah.
gleaned?
Yeah.
Okay. You will go to bed at some point, spend the rest of your day doing whatever, and you will wake up the next morning. Captain Sidarna's ship will be parked right where she dropped you off at. I will give you guys a quick long rest.
No.
And you all will just begin to load yourselves onto the ship. Got all your stuff. I can't imagine there's much else you want to do in the Isle of Ard, so you will hop on together, and you will see Captain Sidarna, first and foremost, who will say, "So, how was the trip? Was it as good as you expected it to be? It seems every time I bring people out here, something terrible happens, so..."
It was a bit of a soul search, I think.
Hmm.
But, not as bad as it could have been, I guess.
Well, it's one of the more tame outcomes, so I suppose that's good.
Yeah, and while they're having that conversation, Kovac's like, should we have left Nora here? Yeah, probably for the best. You know, probably being like, yeah, if anyone can hold on to him, it's actually going to be them. But regardless, he's going to board the ship and is going to still have his very new, very cool-looking heavy crossbow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is going to nod to Sedona and say, I really hope that there will not be any more Silhwagen problems. We will see. But I'm a little more equipped for them this time around, so...
Oh, well, that's good to hear, I suppose. Well, yep, let's get on board. I have to be back in Newport today for a shipment, so can't waste too much time.
I turned into a
Okay.
crab.
That's nice.
Cass is like rubbing like their fingers where the crabs like pinch them.
Have
You know-
band-aids on 'em.
I had this fellow
Yeah.
on here, probably about I have to say like half a year ago, maybe less than that. I got turned into a fish.
Oh,
Yeah.
That seems fishy.
Okay.
please
That's
tell me
pretty
Amaya
good.
said that.
Huh?
Under
Please
her
tell me
breath.
Amaya said under her breath. Can
All
we
right,
roll to
let's-
see if we
yeah.
heard that?
I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Amaya roll stealth.
Perceive?
Amaya
Roll.
roll stealth. And no one else perceives. Just Amaya roll stealth.
Okay, hold on.
I know it's your
Where's
best
my-
stat.
Disadvantage.
What? Hello. There we go.
Okay. Who has a passive perception higher than that?
I have a 12.
That's a success.
Where's my passive?
It's on the
Oh,
front
it's on-
page.
It's only on
Cassian
five.
and Craggletooth.
Yeah. Cass is just gonna look to Amaya, absolutely dumbfounded for a moment, and then just go and and then just like talk quietly in case, like, you know, obviously she said it quietly. She didn't want people to hear, but they're just gonna be like, "Did you just?"
Purgletooth will like peek beside Cassian, and also quietly, so that Amaya could also hear, but mainly to Cassian. I think she just did.
Did
like
I
this white
just-
grin?
Are you
breaks out
dead?
their face.
Oh God! Please.
Cass just like.
Are you
like,
getting on the
sh-
boat or not?
Mm.
And he calls out to them.
Cass just like
Don't-
chuckles and like smiles to Amaya before getting up onto the boat.
Yeah, Mop will run up behind them. Go back,
Don't
you little
rush
big
me, you
crab.
brute! As she walks up on the boat.
Kobach, you want to get turned into a crab?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I think crab walk would be really funny.
No.
Anything else you'd like me to turn you into?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Preferably the most terrifying thing to Sohagen possible, but not actually. Don't actually turn me into anything.
Well, we could turn Kovak into a rabbit.
A killer
Or
whale.
maybe you
What?
could just, like, not do that.
You don't want to be a rabbit, Kovak?
No, I don't. No. Get on the boat, for fuck's sake.
She
Okay.
What if he'd be green?
Go.
Would he be green as a rabbit?
Entirely possible.
Kovak is definitely trying to suppress the thoughts of pointing the crossbow at the others.
So you all will barrel your way onto the ship. Kiana's here.
Yana!
She is.
Kiana!
She- Oh, hi, Mop, everybody. It's great to see you. I imagine everything went well, given that you're all alive.
Yeah, pretty okay,
We're
yes,
alive.
actually. It's very good to see you. I have very odd question for you, actually. Right?
Oh,
I forgot you were exactly what you said you were good at. It was like, what was it, planar things or something? Like, wait, what was it?
my specific magical expertise is conjuration. I study the various planes of existence.
That's the one, yes. Right. I know it probably isn't conjuration, but do you know of anyone that is particularly good at breaking curses, by any chance?
Let's see. Well, I know that I can find somebody, most likely, though things like that don't necessarily come at a super cheap price. There are priests. Priests are very good at breaking curses. I know that for sure. Other than that, maybe some magical artifacts would be able to do it, but it'd be hard to get those nowadays with the Dacian restrictions.
Kovak rolls his eyes.
I don't know. I would say that if you're looking for an artifact that could do it, you might have to ask the right people.
And by right people, does she mean
I think
the
to
five?
literally everybody else, it sounds like she is saying just like, oh, the right people. Kovak picks it up pretty quickly.
And Kovak just sort of stares at her unintentionally. I don't know about that one. I'm not really the biggest fan. You remember the and again he kind of like leans in. You remember the mansion?
She nods.
He was one of them. Yeah, didn't know it until it was a little too late, but then again it was a bit too late for him as well. So it is what it is. I just gives a bit of a shrug. But I mean, okay. In that case, I appreciate it. Those people that you know that wouldn't be too cheap. If you happen to have any names, it would be good to maybe find them.
Well, there is the bailiff. He is quite a powerful mage, though it has been said that although he's been in Falana, he's been rather preoccupied. People haven't been able to find him at his usual place. There's been reports of him being here in Sadal, but I haven't seen him. So I guess wait until his schedule opens up, or ask around, and if he has
He's
time,
busy in
maybe
another
find him.
campaign.
Well, busy in another campaign, no, but he's like,
That
oh,
guy's
okay,
in
well,
another campaign.
okay. It's good name to think of, and then okay, no worries. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well,
But yeah,
at least I could do.
yeah. I mean, I feel like I owe you a lot more, but I don't know. We'll see.
Absolutely. The rest of you, I imagine, will be on the ship as it starts to head
Raise
out.
my hand. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
raising your hand, absolutely.
I will
Yes.
Lower it.
Because-
Lower-
No. So I think this is a good time for Cass to like talk about the thing they saw.
Oh, sure.
You talk about your mama.
Not from Ard, but from the vision thing.
Sure, yeah. You guys will pile on the ship. It will begin to head outbound towards Newport. There aren't as many people on the boat as there were last time. Colin is not here. Ellie's dead.
Taking a vacation.
No, he's dead.
Okay, my computer, it's just.
Yeah, we know. You just died.
you're
Sorry.
We
fine,
know.
man.
You dead.
You're
back in here.
And there will be a brief moment of silence as Kiana and Kovac stop talking, and Cassian, you butt in whenever.
Yar. I pushed Kovac off the boat again. I'm joking.
Yeah, he's dead.
I will.
Yep.
I will. I will come right back up there and I will fucking throttle you.
So I think like they're like wringing their hands together a wee bit. They're sort of just like waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just remembered. You know, they had a lot in their mind up until that point. So they're just gonna like wait until Kiana walks away, and then they're just gonna go. Could I talk to you guys for a moment, if that's alright?
Forever and always.
What's up?
Well, before we went to the trials, I didn't sleep. You know, the night that everyone else was in the inn place.
Mm-hmm.
I might have had a vision of sorts. I don't know how you call it. Hallucination.
Amaya raises an eyebrow.
I was trying to reach out to Lunanora, and I might have seen a vision of sorts. Memorizing it is a bit hazy, you know, after what we went through, because, you know, obviously happened before that, but, I think there might be something that could help us, or at least shed more light on some things at, the wound.
At the where?
It's, it's unfortunately near Dacia, but, at least to my knowledge, it's like a giant crater in the earth.
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
Would Amaya have any knowledge on the wound?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you would.
Okay, so here's how you this is how Cassian sees it. Cassian says they might have had the vision. Amaya raises an eyebrow. They mention Lunanora. Amaya is immediately disinterested. And then they mention the wound again, and then she just looks at them with the most incredulous look, like, in what way would the wound be helpful at all, actually?
I don't know, but, I saw a figure. I'm trying to, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Dust, by the way, but, they, like, reached into the water to the figure, and then they were holding, like, a sword.
Yeah, something
And then
like that. No, I believe they were not holding a sword, actually.
No, like, Cass, like, reached in, and then their hands closed around a sword, was it? Of some sort, or...
It was not a sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a spear?
It was very close to a spear, but no.
Okay. And, the figure was, like, armored at that point, and, like, the wound was visible, right?
It wasn't... The wound was visible, because it was near the wound, but where they pointed you to was not the wound.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
I apologize, it was a wee while ago. I'm trying to fully remember.
Did I mark it on the map? I might have marked it on the map. Let me look at the Falana map. Why did I delete the Falana map
Reminds
from
me.
my fucking... Oh.
Never mind. We have the map, don't we?
Yeah, you do.
Like downstairs. So, when Amaya asks that, Cass is like, I'm just gonna like beckon them all like to follow them. They're gonna like go downstairs.
Yeah, I did mark it on the map.
No, it's not downstairs. There's a map up on the upper deck, isn't there?
Somewhere. There's a map. You have a map.
Okay. They take them to the map.
My God.
And they're able to like point to where they were directed, right?
Yeah, I have it. If you open the map, I have it marked.
Okay, where is it? Oh, there it is. Give me the map. I need my Skyrim music to calm the fuck down. Okay. Yeah, okay, so they're gonna just like take the party over and then they're just gonna like scan the map for a moment and then they're gonna point to the where the mark is.
Hey.
It was right here.
Girly.
I think there could be something there for us.
Yeah, fucking
Help.
demons, probably.
Yeah, but why
Worse
would
than demons,
Lunenor-
I'd say.
Why would Lunenor send us towards demons?
There are demons.
Pointing at where Cassian is pointing at, if you look on the map, that white X, Amaya, you know what that place is. It's this.
I do, and she's
Oh,
not
no.
happy. Look. That place right there. So, she's gonna point to that big fuck-ass hole on top of it. That is the wound. There
Yeah.
is absolutely every single death and destruction, and probably worse in there. People try to go in searching for something, and nobody comes out alive. Is a spawn. No one knows how it came to. Nobody knows why. And nobody knows how to fix it either. So, I do not care if your goddess is sending you there. If your goddess is sending you there, she's basically telling you to die. This, and she points to the town, is Rovigo, who is, from what I know, is not a great town at all. The priests don't exactly like it, and it's not a place that you want to be.
Do I know anything about this town?
Make a history check, Mom.
Okie dokie.
And I frown as they're like
Argyle, help me.
looking at the map.
Argyle won't
Chat.
help me, I don't think.
Can
Argyle
I
cannot
Alt
help
F4
you.
my computer real quick? I'll be right back.
Yeah, go
Okay.
for
I
Okay,
have no
I'll be
idea
back.
what I'm looking at.
Sorry.
Of course.
it.
You're fine.
With a 9, a
I'll
lot
wait
of
for
the
what Cass was
details
saying.
of Revigo are picking at you a bit, but you can't seem to nail them down. Revigo is a town that has been relatively quiet to your understanding. You do recall some kind of major controversy happening there a while ago, but you can't remember what it is.
I don't know what happened there. It's been a while. Been a while. Is that where is that where you were told to go? For sure? Is that
And they're gonna just like frown as they're like looking at the map, and then they're just gonna
I mean,
nod.
the moon?
I think
no.
Kovak is going to very pointedly stab a crossbow bolt into where the talons are.
Hmm.
Cass just slow turns to Kovak.
We
I
go there
fear
first.
that you're just as bad as Crackletooth when you get a new weapon, mate.
I'm not,
Supposed to be.
but the talons much closer. It's been mentioned to us way more times.
Hmm.
We should go there first. Because if we go all the way to Rovigo and then we have to go all the way back to the Talons, the scribe is going to kick the fucking shit out of us.
No,
know
no,
about that,
obviously,
Not to
Ob-
mention,
obviously I'm not-
right? No, not to mention, and he points to Rovigo, and then he very pointedly draws a line to where Dacia is. That's very close.
We're a little bit wanted right now.
I know.
Why don't we take the long way around from the talents to Diviscardi?
You
Why would
want
you
to
want
go
to
to
go there?
Vampire Land?
I don't know. It'd be well.
Absolutely not. No.
It would take us to the wounds from the talons.
Yeah, but we're
What?
not heading to the
We're
wound
not
itself.
going to. We're not going
Oh.
to the duchy either. We're not doing that.
Okay.
Look, No, Kovac's right. We should go to the Talons first, but... They're just gonna, like, frown for a moment. Look, I don't know why... You know, the vision directed me to that spot, but... I'm going to be completely honest. I need to figure out what's over there.
So we
I'm
put
not
it on.
asking... I'm not asking you guys to come with me, because... Obviously, as Amaya said, it's... dangerous. And I wouldn't want to lead you guys into shit, so... I reckon we do what Kovac says. We go to the Talons, and then... I don't know, no, I wouldn't mind... heading over there myself, I guess. Just to see.
Okay, then another question for you. Do you think whatever the fuck this is that you saw is worth your life? Because going to the wound, you are going even with a group of people who are expertly trained is still a death mission in of itself.
I've already died once, Amaya. And... Lunanora brought me back.
Just because it happened once does not mean it can happen again.
I know that.
I do not think your goddess is that graceful.
Weird, I'm not sure if she even has the resources for that right now, it seems.
Evidently. And she kind of just scoffs at that.
And whose fault is that?
Okay, moving on. We're gonna go to the
No, I think we can. I think we can linger on this. Actually, you bring up a good point. Whose fault is that?
I really don't want to linger on that at all, Cobalt.
I-
It's not
What?
Amaya's fault, that's for dang sure. Excuse my language.
I love Mom.
You think I have anything to do with whatever the fuck Anagros is doing?
You clearly don't seem to have a problem with it.
Why the fuck should I?
There you go.
Lunanora and her vessels, St. Lucinia, spat at Anagros' feet. Do you really
I
need
wonder
me
what
to...
I really wonder what those trials of yours were. Were they just feeding into your delusions, or were they actually challenging you on the fundamental level? Because I must have hallucinated that I went through, I don't know, some form of self-reflection. What did you just repeat your own thoughts to you? Is that it?
My trials, and whatever the fuck I did, is none of your fucking business. I'm glad you were able to hold hands with yourself, but clearly we've both experienced something on a fundamentally different level. Stay out of my business, Kovac.
Why are we still keeping her around? And he's going to sort of just ask that to the other three, very
Well.
pointedly.
Cass looks annoyed at that. They just look up to Kovac. And they genuinely look upset by that.
She's our friend. I will not quite shield Amaya, but, well, sort of just stand firmly at her side.
I mean,
And I
Yeah.
happen to care about Amaya a lot.
being honest, I don't. She kind of glances over to Amaya briefly and then kind of looks away. I mean, I don't know if you really have anywhere else to go, so.
And she's gonna take a moment. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Look. We're all treasonous. That's one thing we have in common. Congratulations. I, personally, would like to see that removed. I don't want to be constantly, I don't want to constantly be a treasonite. And I'm sure that none of you want to either.
What was his
Secretary
word
makes
name?
a motion with her hand.
Treasonists get the guillotine, I think was what he said. I don't know, I was a little bit busy trying to fight off the spellcasted rogue that was climbing on my back, but that sounded about right. Treasonists get the guillotine, not treasonists sans Amaya. Treasonists.
I mean, realistically, is sticking with us your best benefit? Is that to your benefit if you're trying to, not be that whole treasonous? Be a
Because we're
treasonous?
actively working against the interests of your boss.
What do you
You don't-
suggest?
Well,
You suggest that we just abandon her?
pardon me. Excuse me, if I may speak.
What?
I do firmly believe that Amaya is our friend, and she does in fact care about us, regardless.
Isn't
and I know
that?
sometimes I get that wrong, but I have a feeling I'm right this time. 100% sure. 1,000% sure.
Look, Kovac. I know that you two don't get along. Like, believe me, I know that. And they're gonna, look between Amaya and Kovac. But saying that, why do we even keep her around? That's just a shit thing to do. Like, I'm sorry, man, but we're not abandoning someone. We're all in this shit together, and if anything, we fucked her up. That's not who we are. We don't just abandon people over a few disagreements. And I know that you two have had a lot of disagreements, but I agree with Mop. And if Amaya is able to join the church again, and, then just have to get along, I guess. At least until then. Until we get all of this mess cleared. But do me a favor, please do not say anything like that again, because they're gonna, hesitate for a moment.
Okay, I gotta go. I love you all. XOXO.
Bye.
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 4.
4.
4.
Well, you're still my friend too, Kovalk. You know that, right? And I love you.
I'm gonna roll for something.
Right? You know that, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I know, Mop.
Right?
I'm gonna just, rub their head.
I already said what I was thinking. Kovalk. I don't know. But Amaya's my good friend. And I like to think I'm also Amaya's friend. Acquaintance, whatever have you. And hopefully that means that we stay together for a while.
We have fundamental differences.
Like, yes. But I believe this is a matter of survival for all of us.
So that's all I am, is convenient. Because that's what I am.
No.
Because I'd actually argue I'm anything but convenient. You remember what happened when we were actually getting to the Isles.
Because we
That's the
care
thing.
about you.
But that's the thing, Kovok. We've all got shit in our shoulders, and if anything, separating. I guess physically and in a mental state as well. It's it won't do anyone any good. We're all in deep shit, and I guess the smartest way about it is seeing it through to the end.
And you don't have to like Amaya. But she's here with us. And there's not really a damn thing you can do to change that.
That is.
What?
He's just not going to say anything.
Go on, Kovok. Finish what you were gonna say.
He's not going to say anything.
Mop is actively
Cass looks
frowning.
visibly annoyed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm-
I don't really want to be looking over the back of my shoulder every time we collect a new artifact or something, wondering if someone's going to stick to her allegiances and give everything that we end up finding to the person that's trying to kill us. So, if you would all like to put that amount of faith in someone, that is totally okay. I will be leaving when we dock.
What?
So what, you're giving us an ultimatum?
No.
What are you saying?
That I'm leaving. Not forcing you to do anything, I'm just going to leave. I've had my back stabbed enough. I don't need it to happen again.
Well, you can't just leave us.
Look. You lots do whatever the fuck you want, okay? You can go save this goddess that you are so desperately trying to work for. You have your reasons. But so do I. I've been in this temple for God knows how long. I have been working for this church for pretty much my entire life. This is everything to me. I am not going to give it up for a goddess that I simply do not know. I have my faith. You have yours.
What part of going against one of the high priests is ever going to get you rehired? You know what has to happen, actually, for you to get back in? We need to kill that specific one. Because he won't let you back in.
Killing him isn't the answer either, though.
Here you go again with your pacifism.
Kovok, genuinely. Gonna like hesitate for a moment. Kovok, I'm fucking sick and tired of killing people. I know me being a pacifist pisses you off, but you know what I'm fucking sick of? I'm sick of people around me dying, and I'm sick of being the one that does it. Do you want to know what terrifies me right now? Scares the shit out of me is any of you dying, and me being the one that does it. Or, I don't know, you all waking up one day and then just deciding that maybe your chances are better off alone, and you know what? Maybe they are. Maybe you have the right idea. we all have our ways of doing things, and you know what? Amaya is right. She doesn't have to do this with us.
Doesn't it mean something to you that she is? She is
doesn't
doing
have
it with
to.
us.
She doesn't have to. Same way that I don't have to give a shit about any of you, but here I am. I'm just sick of the fighting, and I'm sick of killing. And you know what? Maybe it would be easier if we could just kill everyone that we come across, but that just puts you into even more shit. Not even in a legal sense, but what that does to your head. Do you know what? Maybe it's because I died. Maybe it's because I died as well that I don't want to put anyone else through that, because I don't even know if coming back was a good thing. But I know for a fact that coming back gives me the chance to at least do some good. I don't know. I don't know what to be doing right now. Maybe splitting up is the best idea. I know that you both have differences. Amaya worships a god that I don't. But not once have I told her to start worshipping Lunanora. I know that Josiah's goal is to try and stop her. I guess that automatically puts me on the other end of it. I'm not going to let him do anything to her. But I'm not over here dictating to Amaya to start worshipping Lunanora or to just drop her faith in her god. I get it. I get why she's been so devoted to him. I just don't get why you can't see that either. It's just constant bitching and fighting. And I'm tired of it. You just don't have to agree on anything.
If that's the case, let's agree on something. None of us want to be treasonous. Because I guarantee you, it is not just a matter of getting into the temple's good graces. But we've got recognized by a red cloak off duty going to the Isles of Ard. One red cloak. Falana, as a whole, are full of them. I do not think any of you realize the power that Dasha holds. I have to get back into this temple. I have to. However, I think all of us need to realize that we need to get out of this state of treason as well. Because I guarantee you, if we don't, we're going to get recognized instantly. And if we are outnumbered, which in a lot of cases and a lot of times we are, then we're essentially fucked. I'm not going to get back into my temple, and a lot of you are not going to be able to complete this mission to save your goddess.
You're right. It's doing none of us good. Having this over our heads.
And then she's gonna turn to Kovac one more time. I'm not going to say what I need to say about you. Because quite frankly, I think they, and she's gonna nod to Cassian, they're gonna start getting more gray hairs than they already are gray. But I think you and I can agree on one thing, that the situation we're in is not ideal. Regardless of whatever faith we follow. She's gonna, as Amaya then is gonna turn to leave for the upper deck. But before she does, she's gonna stop one more time at the stairs. And just remember, you're standing here alive because of me. Not in the way because I am some divine fucking expert or whatever. I am not any sort of fucking chaperone or priest or whatever to any of you. Oh, remember, it is me who saved your ass from those falling boulders, from Nora. I couldn't have done that. But I did anyways. And then she's gonna leave.
His expression hasn't changed once.
And Cass is gonna look at Kovac for a moment and lower their head, and then they're gonna look at Mop, and then they're gonna head upstairs, but they're gonna head to like the opposite end of the ship to look out at the water.
Mop will offer a hand to Amaya again. Probably the 10 billionth time I've done it this fucking campaign. But we'll offer a hand to Amaya. Very solemnly.
Amaya... Actually, hold on.
Don't roll for bitch. No!
I'm not... She's not gonna take Mop's hand. However, comma, she's gonna just rest a hand gently on top of her head.
I'm glad you're both here. And Mop
Just-
will. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mop, you're a good person. Go channel some of that good energy to Kovac.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling that you guys are going to need him a lot more than you're going to need me. And if he is hell-bent on leaving, then you, I think, are probably one of the only people who can convince him otherwise.
Okay.
You're going to be fine.
Okay.
Well, two of you are up deck. Craggletooth is probably downstairs for most of it, hanging out in the small sort of quarters section of the ship. Kiana's wondering about if anyone wanted to talk to her at all. Sodarna's just, man, she's just a captive. She's hanging out. Suppose I open up to you once again as you begin to make your way towards Newport. You're probably about halfway there. Are you doing anything else on the boat ride?
Mainly just mulling over the map at the minute.
I'll ask real quick, out of character. How are we doing? Are we all okay? Because that was pretty intense.
I am so sorry, my guys.
I'm sorry too.
I will be right back. One moment.
You're so fine. I'm checking them with the party. Are you guys okay?
I'm good. Merely Amaya being sassy.
Real.
More than sassy, but you know.
Shasta says give them a minute. Sam, are you okay, man? Yeah.
Fucking redhead bud.
First it was the aspect of sorrow, now it's Kovac.
It's
Been teasing
Amaya pissed
people
off someone
going
enough that everyone just has to start rolling initiative.
Dog. I have a patty with me. There's no wait until Dust comes back, but I don't think there's anything else that the characters would do at this moment. Is there? Or are they all
For
just like,
Amaya.
yeah, they all just like keeping to themselves now?
Amaya's on deck. She's kind of reflecting a bit.
Or whereabouts on the deck is she?
She's at the back.
At the back, okay. No, Cass is up at the front.
Yeah, she's near Captain Soderna.
Yarr. I guess we just wait to see what Shasta says if Mop is doing anything. Whenever they both get back. Does anyone want to play golf?
Oh my fucking god. I playing golf on Captain. Jesus Christ. Yeah, fuck it.
Listen, right? Yeah, listen, right? I'm very awkward when it comes to, what do you call it? To just silence. Okay, well, you can just join whenever, can't you?
You can.
Oh, there you are. Hello.
I will wait though because we are in the middle of session. I'm not gonna.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I think until Dust comes back, what's Cassian up to?
Cass is just looking out at the water. they're messing with the dagger in their hands again.
Mm-hmm. I think in the meanwhile, Amaya will move up towards the front. But she'll stand a still bits of distance away from Cassian,
Mhm.
but she will move up to the front and sort of look at the water with them.
They would hear her coming over, and they sort of like just so they grip the dagger just slightly tighter. Depending on how like close up she is at the time, she would probably say that it's got like gold like inscriptions into it.
Mm-hmm.
And they sort of just tuck it away into their pocket again, and then just like bring both their hands like to rest over their lap as they're just looking out at the water for a wee moment, sort of avoiding eye contact because they don't know like what frame of mind she's in at the minute. They don't know if she's gonna like scold them for what they did, because now they're just feeling a bit embarrassed by it all. But they kind of just wait to see if she says anything first.
She's gonna give them a glance for a minute, and then she's gonna look back out at the ocean. And then she's just gonna say, "You didn't have to defend me, you know."
I know.
So then why did you? And without, I guess, the big spiel, I do not think that's necessary, and I think you are tired.
They're gonna like nod. They like a full like, yeah, I agree with you sort of nod. Well, letting up would be a terrible idea. And you're completely right as well with needing to get all of this sorted out. I just think that like squabbling and people's differences, I don't really think that warrants the conversation of why do we even keep this person around. But I get Kovak's scared, he's been through shit. But I guess we all have at this point, right?
Yeah, well, he's no different. We've all went through the same trials. We're all stuck in the same shit, just different
flavors.
beginning to
I've
it.
returned.
I
No.
do not say shit in different flavors. Hey?
They're gonna like snort a little bit at that. They're gonna look back out to the water. You've been roped up into this shit with us. And it's all well and good saying that, you know, obviously Kovak and I and Crackletooth, we didn't know that going into the temple would have caused that. I never really went near Dacia. I only ever really stayed in the woods where my home was. I wasn't aware of the customs really, and if I had have known, done better, I guess.
Was your manner really that detached from society?
Yeah, that's how we liked it. Just us really.
You and that family in that portrait, I take it.
They're gonna sort of just like pause for a moment and they'll suck in a breath and just, yeah. It was out of the way, it was quiet. After what we'd all been through, it was like a nice relief.
Suppose that's kind of a luxury in a way. Didn't have to worry about, I don't know, a priest breathing down your neck or whatever.
Yeah. They've got like a bit of a smile on their face.
Regardless, I've said this to Mop. I'll say it to you as well. If Kowak is gonna decide to go through his word and leave, just make a plan. Convince him to stay. Wherever you guys are going to go, you guys are going to be faced in all sorts of hells. But I think all of you realize that you'll need him, and he needs you. You guys are going to need to convince him why.
Yeah. No, you're right. I don't want him to leave. I don't want any of us split. It's a terrifying thought, really.
For you, at least. But I'm not going to give you hardship for that.
I appreciate that. I'm sorry for saying what I did if it was out of line. I know that you can, defend yourself, but I just... I don't know. Like I said, I don't really want any of us to leave. At least until all of this is over.
She'll nod once or twice. Just... I don't, frankly, care about myself. I have a completely different objective than you guys. You just need to talk to those who are in the same boat as yourself, whatever that may be.
By that logic, that would also include you to an extent.
I suppose.
That's the thing at the end of the day. We have different goals, like I said. We worship different things, but we are all on a similar... They were about to say a similar boat whenever they just sort of look to the ship for a moment. And they just look back up to Amaya. We're on the same page in the sense that we've got targets on our backs. And I'll be honest, I couldn't imagine giving my entire life to something only to have it taken. And I know that you don't want charity, you don't want sympathy, but I am sorry for that. The least that I guess we can do is try and help you in a way. You know, at least until you can get back into the church. Because I know that that's what you really want. The same way that I really want to help the goddess that brought me back.
It's... neither of those are going to be easy.
But we gotta try, right?
She's just gonna look down. She's not gonna say anything.
We're in a right. We're just stuck, I guess.
Enough of that right now. Just make sure that when we're finished off the ship, we know what we're doing. Where that is. I still think going to the wound is going to be a shit idea.
Yeah.
So, might as well go the long route.
Kovak suggested heading to the Talons, given it's closer. I think that might be a good enough place to start. We get back to the caravan, we talk to the scribe, we tell him what we know. And then probably just set a course towards the Talons then.
And she'll nod. Right, well. We have something set in action. I'll leave you to it, then.
Okay.
And she'll...
Before she goes, she probably would have like turned around before they start talking again. By the way. Sorry, what were we gonna say?
No, go ahead, go.
By the way, I just wanted to thank you.
What?
For, I guess not killing us. There's been plenty of times you could have just let us die, like you said with Kovak. I don't want you to think that it's not appreciated.
She'll look down, and then she'll just look back towards Cassian and just give a nod and just like, yeah.
We're gonna give like, a little nod.
I'm a priest, or was a priest of Anagros. I worship justice and light. I don't think justice is dying in a cave to falling rocks where nobody would know you're dead, or perhaps something worse. I tried to do things with reason, but I think never mind. Don't worry about it.
Normally they
Simply
would
use-
probably... Sorry, so sorry.
You're good. She'll just end off with, I'm just merely doing my job. And then she will, if Cassian does not have anything else to say, she will walk off.
Normally they would have like tried to pry a wee bit, or like sort of like let her know that it's okay to say, but at this point they're tired and they don't want to like push their luck or whatnot, so, or push her. So they just give a little nod and then just let her go.
Well, the boat will continue to move. towards Newport. If Shasta's here, Shasta, you had a mopism you said you wanted to do?
Yeah. I think I'll save it for another day.
Okay. I suppose, do any of you do anything else on the boat as you are getting closer and closer to Newport, or do you ride it out until you get there?
I think Amaya will probably just ride it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Cass is just going to take their time, like, to think about what they're going to say to Kovac when they hit the shore.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what we will do then, as the boat begins to dock in and you all begin to settle, maybe speak with one another or go off and make your way to the caravan, I'll give you a week to think on it. And we will end the session there.
Yeah, damn it.
It's a very,
Session, though.
very arty
I am
heavy
so
session.
sorry.
Oh man, I'm sorry too.
Amaya is an asshole. I am so sorry.
Ba 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 ba. I enjoy RP to the truest extent. We only played for 2.5 hours because of the time. Ooh. Don't worry, I won't be as late next time. We won't start 20 minutes late. Oh, Jesus. But no, thank you all for coming and playing. Thank you for everybody that came to watch. We had a couple people swapping between Bard, Zach, and Azzy, I believe.
Yeah.
Is Azzy Irish?
Yes, Azzy actually lives an hour away from me.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I asked that. It was purely curiosity. Thank you guys very much. I will go